Let's welcome anchor Buddy Fry. He supports many of South Florida's local nonprofit organizations like Julian's Fountain of Youth and the Stonewall National Library Museum. Buddy, April 26th is Lesbian Visibility Day with Wilton Women's Week. Tell me what's happening.
Well, I've been told that the Wilton Women's Week, Skirt So Flow, and Women with Pride are set to launch an exciting week of LGBTQ women-centered events on Saturday, April 26th at Hunter's Nightclub. From 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., attendees can enjoy a vibrant evening of music, community, and celebration. A $20 donation grants entry, a specialty drink, and access to music by the talented DJ Music Hat. The first 100 guests will receive exclusive Wilton Women's Week swag bags. Say that 3 times fast. Perfect Look Photo, a women-owned company, will capture unforgettable moments with its interactive photo booth. The event promises and sounds like a great night of fun, friendship, and support, with all the proceeds benefiting the Women with Pride program. Organizers aim to foster community and empower LGBTQ women. So for more information on this week-long celebration, visit WiltonWomensWeek.org. Let me repeat that. Visit WiltonWomensWeek.org. Now, obviously I'm being told this because I don't have a huge reach into the lesbian community.
And you're not a lesbian, right?
I'm not a lesbian this week. So, I'm just very excited to see this because women in the LGBTQ community seem to always kind of blend into the background. And so it's nice to see them take center stage for a change. And I've actually sent out this information to a couple of friends that I have both in Miami and in Palm Beach saying, hello, about time you showed up. Let's get out there and support ourselves.
I'm excited that they've got something going on for Wilton Women's Week.
Right.
Just a lot of W's. Because, like you said, when it comes to most events or most bars, there aren't a lot of lesbian bars or locations to gather, because they tend not to find themselves in our community all the time. Mm-hmm. They seem to kind of more of homebodies or, sort of stereotyping them, but they're less likely to see them on a bar on a Friday night in mass or supporting their own community. So it'll be nice to see if maybe this angle brings more of them out and about and connecting their community to be strong.
Well, historically, there's less than 34 lesbian-owned bars and lesbian-oriented bars in the country left. So we need to, as a community, the lesbians have always historically supported the gay men, whether it be during the AIDS crisis in the 80s through 90s, or if it's, during the Stonewall riots, they were front and center and helping support us. So, the community at large needs to support Women for a Change. So it's exciting to see them have their moment.
I hope the women take this opportunity to get out of their house, because it is tough. I'm going to tell you, with the Outshine Film Festival, we do so many events for women, and getting attendance is difficult. And we have great films, great parties, and events like what you're talking about bring women together to make new friends, forge new relationships.
Exactly.
It's so important to take this opportunity and use it. Get out of your house. Go have some fun. Being together with other women is actually a great time. I love my lesbians at the film festival.
Well, and I think right now, politically, it's important that the women get out. I mean, so many of their rights are on the chopping block,
right.
Whether it be right for reproduction, whether a lesbian is actually looking to reproduce or not, but it still affects their body. Mm-hmm. There's, this whole action to try to take away the right to vote,
right.
Or like going back to a period where you couldn't get a credit card as a woman unless your husband signed off on it. And as we look at our current state of the world and our nation, their being out there is almost a statement at this point that they need to be visible, because they need to be outspoken like they were during the AIDS crisis and things where they saw something that was important and meaningful and came out. And hopefully this is maybe a way to get people to come out and activate that activism that we need in their community to support all the things that our community is going through.
Yeah, I mean, the programming for this, we did a story about this when they first announced the events, and there's really unique programming. Again, I think you have to program for women, especially to the lesbian community, about things that they want and they have interest in. So this is one of the events is they're doing a comedy night. We've done a comedy night for Hollywood Pride for the last couple of years. Hosted with Dr. Anna Lepley. She brings a huge lesbian crowd. Again, I think this year I would say 3/4 of the room were lesbians.
Good.
And we had couple lesbian comedians. But again, that was an event that brought lesbians out, where I was like, where did these people come from? I've never seen them in downtown Hollywood. So I think there's also, if I'm correct, there's like a poetry reading night. So there's a lot of different programming. It's not about going to a club or to a bar,
Right.
And there are things that program to the women's community. So I think it's going to be successful, and I think we should also, as gay men and other parts of our community, should show up to support this as well, because we ask them to support a lot of our events.
Right.
Yeah, lesbians love activism. You hit it right on the head. They always have been the activists in our community, taking up the issues that gay men weren't taking up, that we were followers for the lesbians to be front and center. But I think it's time for all you women out there to stop worrying about the activism part. Well, keep it up, but go have some fun. Come on out to some of these events and enjoy yourself, and bring out the women's community with you so we can all have some fun together.
Great. Well, we're excited for that, and that is a big LGBTQ story for today. There is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by subscribing